Welcome back to Ottawa Experts. My name is Moira and I'm here with my guests Penny Lee Prevost and Jacqueline Richards. And we're talking all about resolutions, giving you some ideas to maybe think about them in a wee bit of a different way, to maybe get into a bit more organic, more free-flowing, not so much beating yourself up and saying, I wish I could have. Because you know, I don't know about you guys, but I've witnessed a lot of people setting really honourable goals and for their own well-being. You know, we were talking in the last conversation there about making sure that it's something you want. And a lot of times people make goals, particularly with physical health and wellness, and yet by the second week of January, they're done. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that they're bullying themselves into doing something.
Yes. Punishing themselves into it. Absolutely.
You know,
yes.
Really. And sometimes it's because they've taken on something way bigger than what they can manage.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I totally agree with that. And that's the difference between, you know how we talked about a resolution could actually be the overriding year-long mission. But then if you broke it into 30-day and 90-day increments, then it could just be so much easier to then, if you just looked at that once and then said, okay, so what now? What can I do right now?
Exactly. We see it all the time. I am a YMCA volunteer. I'm a group fitness instructor, and January 1st, classes are full. Classes are big. And like you say, week number 2, it didn't happen fast enough. They're not seeing the process.
Exactly.
And they're expecting to drop the pounds that they thought in 14 days.
But do you know something, and it's, I'm thinking back on something you said earlier about not picking up on all your wins. Do you think that these people that you're talking about, do you think that they're not actually witnessing what they have achieved? Like you're saying it didn't happen fast enough.
Yeah.
But are they looking at the 20 pound as opposed to maybe a 5 pound?
Or even 1 or 2.
Or 1 or 2.
And some would say, oh, it was only a pound. Really, we know what a pound of butter looks and feels like. That was a pound. Yeah. So who has tapped themselves on the shoulder to say it was a pound? Yes. And imagine 10 of those in a shopping cart. That's huge.
That's huge. I know, and so that's that whole thing. If that's all they did, and that was in a 2-week period, that rocks. But it's that whole thing of wanting the pill and the... I don't
like now.
Yes, right now.
Yeah.
What got us there? What made us do that, buy into this, that we can get things, just pluck it off the shelf and that'll do?
Instantly? Well, I think our society has gone to a convenience mindset. Yeah. Right? So everybody thinks everything's a quick fix. Yeah. Or just replace it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ooh, yeah.
Right?
Good, good
But
call.
your body is forever. You only have one.
Yes.
Can't trade it in.
Yes.
Doesn't work.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, how quickly can we get the information out? Technology has allowed us to do things quickly. But we were supposed to be a paperless society. Are we paperless?
No.
No.
I think that's brought about more paper than anything.
Yeah.
Because you still, and I know for myself, I am conscious of not wanting to do paper, but nothing beats it, really. So I think we're now using both.
Yeah.
Yeah. But still, like the thing about the realistic health goals, what do you think compromises a realistic? Like what makes one up?
What makes a realistic health goal?
Yeah.
If you can see an improvement in your energy level, that would be a health improvement. Yeah. And I like to tell people, you know, in the very beginning, just start out by drinking a glass of water in the morning when you get up, and a glass of water before you go to bed. Just do that. Do that for a month.
Just for today, yeah, good.
Start there.
Yeah.
And you'll see that will help your metabolism, that will help give you more energy, it helps you sleep better. Yeah. Just doing that.
And I think the key thing about those kind of ideas, if maybe do a sun salutation or half of one and drink a glass of water. The key piece to that is to then say, how do I feel?
Exactly.
Because once you get into that, wow, this makes me feel better, or I have more energy, or I can stay up more, or I can get up without the alarm clock. I've heard people say that.
Yep.
You know, that's a bonus.
It's a big deal.
And it is a big deal. That really, that's something that I think a lot of us forget to do, is forget to really say, yay me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it particularly in health though, you need to make sure that it's not, the yay me can't be like a meal out or chocolate cake.
Yeah, but rewarding
Well.
yourself with something. Or even there's people that are watching consciously, very strictly, what they're eating, but having one day where they are free.
Yes.
You know, just something like that, so that you're not pushing yourself too hard.
Yes. Well, that's that thing about, you know, when I was talking about the different pillars, that the mental piece that goes on is that, I like what you just said, because what that does is it stops that chatter that happens of, this food is bad for me. Because if I can know that I'm not going to have it for Monday to Friday, but on Saturday I can, then it makes it a lot easier.
Yeah. Or it's not a forever thing.
Right.
Yes.
But some don't even know what they're eating.
Yeah.
It is, I'll have this, I'll have that. But if you had them, and I've done this before, monitor what I'm eating over the course of a week.
Yes.
It's amazing how much coffee I've been drinking.
That's very good point.
It's amazing how many times I stop at Tim Hortons to have Timbits. It's amazing. It's amazing. But why do I do it? Because I think I don't have time to take care of me.
Yeah.
Very true. We have a caller. We have James on the line. James, are you there? Maybe we lost him. Anyways, Penny,
I was going to say that's a really good point. Monitoring in a journal, keeping track of what you're doing, whether that's eating, exercising, or thinking.
Yes.
You know, all of the above,
Yeah.
because you can't fix something if you don't know what you've been doing.
I know. Absolutely. And it see, that part, it needs to be done in a kind way, so that it's not a thing of writing things down and then saying, oh wow, I suck because look what I did. But just, you're so right, it's the awareness of the, so I shared with you earlier that I had made a commitment to myself that I was going to quit coffee, chocolate, sugar, whole list of stuff. But the difference between doing it because I had to and doing it for the highest good of me has actually been one of the easiest things I've done. And I actually have lost 5 pounds.
Oh, good.
So I'm pretty proud of myself. But not that I'm going to keep doing that, but it's just, everything that I talk about, I live and I sort of work through, because if I'm going to suggest it, then I want to live it. Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
You know, a good friend of mine decided that she was going to quit smoking. So last year she tried 3 times to quit smoking. But in her mind she decided that she was good enough to not need that. And so she's at day 21.
Good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's very good. We have James back on the line now.
Good.
Hello there, James.
Hi, ladies. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good.
I'm doing fine, just fine. I'm just giving you guys a call. I've been tuning into Ottawa Experts for the past couple weeks now. And this has actually been a great talk for me because I've actually been, well, a tiny bit overweight for most of my life now. And this year I've just decided to, turn around and, just like you said, you drink a lot of water, you stay off the chocolate, the coffee, you try to keep yourself healthy and active.
Yeah.
And I was actually just watching this show. I'm on my treadmill right now in my room, and I'm just watching this. I just wanted to give you ladies a call and just say, 2014, it's a new year, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. And good for you.
Definitely. I couldn't agree more with what you girls are saying. Yeah. And the same with the smoking, actually. My wife was 5 years ago now, but she also went through, had to try to quit smoking 7, 8 times before she finally went and did it. It's all about just dedicating yourself to getting it done and doing it for yourself, not for anybody else,
That's absolutely right. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Excellent. Well, good luck to you.
Oh, thank you, and have a good night, ladies.
You too. Thank
you.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
That's awesome, and it is so true. it's funny he was saying about smoking. I used to smoke about 15 years ago, I think. And it took probably 2 years of trying and saying, yeah, this is it, and I'm definitely going to do it. And but it was always in my head.
Yeah.
That's actually what made me become a hypnotherapist. Was
Really?
It was.
Oh, wow.
Somebody told me that they guaranteed that my husband and I would quit smoking with their service, and it didn't work.
Oh.
But what it did do, and it was actually 6 months after the fact, my husband asked me, had I noticed anything different about me? And I hadn't, but what I was doing was I was working out every day.
Oh.
I used to work a really busy corporate job and could never find time, but always would say, I'd love to work out. I just wish I could find time. So in hindsight, I realized I liked smoking at that point. My head told me it was wrong. Society says it's bad, and you know, all my friends had started quitting and stuff. So that's when I came to realize that hypnosis actually gets you what you want. Oh. That's what this is all about, is really tapping into what do you want. Be honest.
Yeah.
Get out of your head.
Thank you. Be honest.
Be honest.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's the key piece.
It is.
And that's what you were saying about the food logs and stuff. It's like, okay, so if you say you want to lose weight, and then you look at all what you've done, then be honest. Do you really? So in my example about smoking, I had to come to the point of saying, I don't want to.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to sit with that.
Yep.
And I probably smoked for 2 years after that, at least 2 years after that, until I got to the point of, I really want to give this up for me, for my highest good.
Exactly.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
I quit smoking too 10 years ago.
Good for you.
Mm-hmm.
How did you do it?
You know what, to be honest with you, I did it. I always wanted to quit, but because I had a partner that also smoked, I felt that I couldn't because it would always be an influence.
I've been, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I do.
And so one day he said to me that he had intent to quit, and that's all it took for me to quit.
Good for you.
So I ended up quitting. Now he still
He's
smokes
still
today.
doing it though.
But that's all I needed was to know that,
But
you
it
know
was
what,
about
he had the intent.
Yeah.
And because he had that, I felt I could do it first, and I did.
Yep. Good for you.
So
please stay with us. Come back after the break. We are going to talk a wee bit more about emotions and staying on track with your goals. Mm-hmm. So stay tuned. See you in a minute.